Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me this morning. As always, please practice according to your conditions, and please remember also to practice an intention of offering to make it even more meaningful. As Sri Dharma Mitra says, it's a mistake to expect anything out of the postures. Just focus instead on just trying to find God in all the postures. Because if you attach too much to the postures, if you have too many expectations, then you get miserable if you don't attain what you want. So just let go of that idea and just instead make this a divine duty towards all beings everywhere. So let's begin on that note. Go inward, close the eyes. Before creation, what existed? God was always there in the midst of it all. And God will still be there, even beyond the ends of this universe. Attune to the Supreme Consciousness now. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice to our senses. May we acquire strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's do the mantra for purification. If you know it, you can do it along with me. If not, just imagine you're chanting it through the voice of the Guru, and you derive all the benefits of purification of the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bhiantraha Stihi. So now let's stimulate the chakras. The chakras are the main energy centers, the main psychic receptors that reside along there are 7 energy centers that lie along the main one that runs coincident with the spine. And so we're just going to bring our focus to those areas and the color, concentrate on the color, concentrate on that area, and imagine that you're opening up that gate to eventually allow the energy to pass right up and through to the top one at the crown. So starting at the very base of the spine, Muladhara, the color is red. So we repeat the seed mantra after me, and we'll do it each 1 to 7 times, but 2 sets of each. Lam, 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 lam. Repeat. Lam, 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 lam. Next, go to the sacral area, the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. Color is orange. Vam, 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 vam. Vam, 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 vam. Next, the navel chakra, Manipura, yellow. Rum, 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 rum. Ram, 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 ram. Next, go to the heart. Green, Anahata. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Next, the base of the throat. Blue. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. Third eye, Anya. Colors indigo. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. And finally, the crown chakra, Sahasrara. The color is violet. One long sustained Om. We'll do it twice. Inhale. Once again. Take a moment to notice the effects, any shifts in a mental, physical, or emotional states. Have no concern as to what you observe. Be like the witness watching it all, with no judgment, unperturbed. So now let's just stimulate the crown chakra. Just bring your attention there again, and the sound sum as you M. The M produces this M vibrations. The M's part of it produces vibrations that help to promote mental sharpness. Inhale. Sum. More time. Inhale. Sum. Now let's begin the practice with that clear, sharp mind. So we're going to start off first by charging up the body with fierce energy. Bring the arms above the head and the fingers, the palms facing in. From the soles of the feet, inhale all the way up through the body, right up to the fingertips. Imagine you're pulling your energy right up there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding the attention and the breath at the fingertips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again. Use your attention to draw the earth's energy right up to the fingertips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding again the attention and the breath at the fingertips. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. Feel as though the earth's energy was, the charge just rippling all the way down and throughout the body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time, inhale. Watch the earth's energy rising up through the body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding it all at the fingertips. Suspend the breath. Exhale all the way back down. Feel as though the charge is flushing right down through the body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then bring the arms down. Continue now the exercises to promote even further release of the impurities by generating heat in the body. So make sure you do the exercises with enthusiasm and with energy, and do the breathing with vigor. Start off by placing the hands on the hips first, and then just loosening up the neck, turning the head. Make large circles as possible. Try to get the ears to touch the shoulders, the chin to come onto the chest, back of the head, touching the top of the back. And then switch the direction of rotation. Try to see the floor in all the directions as you take your head around. Allow the head to roll heavily off the neck. Now, let's continue. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Continue. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, pull the arms down. Inhale, spread the fingers. Exhale, form fists as you pull down. Same movement, but extend in front. Inhale, exhale, pull in. Now, arm swings. Try to throw the arms all the way back behind the ears. And release. Arms across the chest. Imagine trying to push, squeeze the armpits together. Exhale, throw the arms back. The inhale happens as you come back to the center. And release. Swing the arms up on the inhale. Toss the body down on the exhale. Nice easy swings. You can bend the knees a little bit as you swing down. One more. Just allow the body to hang out here. Stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way back up. X1. Coming into a squat, so just go down as far as you can comfortably. Just be mindful of the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull down. Keep moving according to your condition. Right up again. Take hold of the opposite elbows and twist from side to side. Again, the inhale is just passive. It happens as a result of the pressure formed by the exhale. You exhale as you complete the twist on either side. And back to the center. Release the arms. Now again, squat. So again, just come down as far as you see fit. Sweep the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, go down. Inhale, prop right back up. Exhale, swing the arms down together. Move the joints every day to keep the body in a radiant state of health. Last one. And release. Next, the arms arms out in front of the body. Inhale, circle all the way around to the front, full circle. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. It's like the arms are spring-loaded. Now drop the arms by the sides of the body. Circle in a quarter this time. I'll circle all the way around to the back. Exhale, back to the front. Exhale back to the front and drop the arms down. Inhale, exhale. And release. Move the feet out a little bit further, toes pointing out, working the waist now. Lift the arms up, take hold of the opposite elbows, go from side to side. Inhale, hop to the center, exhale, go to the right, back up, inhale, go to left. Back to the center, release the arms. Next one, again the side bends, but augmenting a little bit and change up the breathing. Left arm up on the inhale, go to the right, hold the breath, let's go a little bit deeper into stretch. And then come back after a few moments, inhale, reach up. The right arm, go to the left, hold the breath. And then return on the exhale. Continue. Try to elongate the upper side of the body without creating too many folds in the waist on the underside. Imagine your grass bending with the wind. Be pliable in both the body and the mind. Keep the mind receptive. Open to all experiences, for they are all valuable. They teach us something. Knowledge is the antidote to suffering, because ignorance is a root cause of all suffering. Lose yourself in the sensations. Imagine all beings experiencing at the same time as you are. So deliver to all beings everything that you need, and all beings will receive the same. The perfect balance of strength, effort, and drive, but balanced out with softness and surrender. Let's do one more. To the left, reach, and return. Now come down onto the hands and knees. Cat-cow. Really work the core muscles here. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the belly button, the heart down. Exhale, throw them up. Inhale. Exhale, belly button through the lower back. The heart up through between the shoulder blades. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, try not to jam up the lower back or the back of the neck. Exhale. Try not to close off the airway completely. Leave some space between your chin and your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the heart area open. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. shoulders back. Exhale. Inhale, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, they separate, they roll down the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to neutral here. Raise your right leg up. And we're going to swing it out to the right. On the inhale, just throw the leg up there. Exhale, swing it out to the right. Nice, easy movements to loosen it. Again, according to your condition. And then the other side. Left leg up to begin. Swing it out to the left. And then inhale, throw it up there. Exhale, swing it to the left. And release. Walk forward, make your way onto your belly. Join the hands behind the back. Going to anchor down to the lower body, keep the hips grounded and the tops of the feet press down into your thighs as well into the ground. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back down. Engage the buttocks, inhale. And down, and upper back muscles as well. Up and down. Up, down, 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 and relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Allow all the tension to just drop out of the body. We're going to take the arms in front. So option one, we're going to raise the left leg up. Left leg up and the right leg. I can't speak today. Left arm up, right leg up and down, and then switch, or you can do both at the same time. Okay, so up, down, up, extend to the top of the head, down, keep your legs together, up, down, up, imagine you're a superhero soaring through the air, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Stay with it. Two more. And down, up, and down. Just rest your forehead on your stacked hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Now bring your hands underneath the shoulders and make your way all the way back into child's pose. Inhale, come up into high cat, rounding your back. Exhale, cobra. Shoulders back, hips down between the hands. Inhale, back up. Tuck your chin in. Exhale, all the way back behind your heels. Inhale, come up. Then forward. Inhale. Exhale, back. Then up. Forward. Graceful, fluid movements. Up. Seamless transitions and back. Up. Feel like you're a shapeshifter passing through the forms effortlessly. And back. And down. One form melting into the other. Eventually all forms merging into one. To our true nature, which is divine, which is God itself. Inhale, up. Same thing, nature is God, infinite, immutable. Up and back and boundless. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine you see right through the body. Imagine the skin is transparent. You can see the spine moving and curving. Try not to make any folds anywhere along the way. No kinks, no discontinuities in back. And then up, forward, up, and back. Watch the body moving all by itself, gracefully. Up, forward, up, and back. Inhale. Exhale. Be like a wave on the ocean, cresting and diminishing, disappearing back in the water. And up, forward, up, and back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Chest forward, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale. Return. Forehead to the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Next, we're going to roll all the way into Cobra on the inhale and then hold the Cobra. Inhale, pull the body forward. Raise the head as far as you can. The chest comes forward. Hold the pose for a moment. Hold the breath. Exhale back. So again, modify according to condition. If it's easier to come from above, you can do this. So this looks like this. Inhale into baby plank. And drop the hips to the hands. And then bring your head back. Hold the pose again. Feel like you're a snake peering out at the world. And back down on the exhale. Inhale, use your arms to tug at the floor to pull yourself forward. More ease and grace if you're doing that entry. Hold the pose. And back, exhale. Inhale, propel yourself forward with power and ease. Everything stops on the breath retention. Body, mind, and emotional movement all stop. And back, exhale. Inhale. Feel as though you're frozen. And back. Try to keep that stillness of mind all throughout the practice. Keep the emotions under control. Hold. And back. Find stillness in the body so as not to distract the mind. Inhale. Come up. Hold. Again. And back. And for the next set, if you like, you can bring your feet up. Try to do King Cobra. Come onto your fingertips if you like. Sometimes it'll help you get more height. The toes will come closer to the head. And back. Just the way of working the legs at the same time. Inhale, come forward. Bend the knees, bring the feet up. Feel as though you're squeezing socks behind your knees. And back, exhale. Inhale, come forward. Rise up, work your fingertips as well. Press into your fingertips. Feel the strength that flows, that energy flow that comes through the fingers, through the hard press into the ground. Hold. And back. 2 more. Inhale. Drag the body forward, brush your nose to the ground, come up. Take the head all the way back as far as you feel fit. And back. Inhale. Come forward and up. Everything stops again. And back. Exhale. Relax. Forehead down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. Now make your way forward again. Onto your belly, but then turn onto your back. Lying on your back. Inhale, stretch the arms out, stretch the legs out. Exhale, come into tuck, knees to shoulders, chin to the knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, powerful movement. Stretch, make the body taut. Exhale, feel as though your body's forming a fist. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze tight. Inhale, stretch. Lengthen up. So you're shooting energy out to all beings. Exhale, close it in and increase that energy, build it up until you can inhale and fly it out. Send it out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Extend. Expand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Change your breathing this time. Inhale. Reach out. Hold the breath. Tuck. Again, everything stops. Try to get your forehead, your hands over your knees, your forehead to the hands, your chin against the knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and pull in again. Peel the shoulders up off the mat. Bring the shoulders to the front of the shoulders to the knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Make the body taut. Hold the breath. Form again a fist with your body. Compress yourself as much as you can. Exhale, release. Keep the mind calm even though there's tension in the body. Reach out. Hold the breath and tuck. Squeeze tightly. The mind remains unperturbed, undisturbed, and calm. Same with the emotions. Inhale, reach out, unchanging. Always calm and serene. Hold the breath and tuck. Exhale, release. Stay as a witness. Always just observing. You are not the doer, you are the seer. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold and tuck. Squeeze tight. And release, exhale. One last time, inhale, stretch out. Hold the breath and tuck. And release. Lie on your back for a moment. Imagine just going to sleep. Relax everything again. Allow the tension to just drop right out of the body. Now bring your arms over the head. And if you can, swing the legs right over your head for Plow Pose. And then bring the legs down smoothly. As the heels touch, come up to seated and pull the body forward onto your legs, Uttanasana. So if you need your momentum come up, that's okay. So you can swing your legs up. And as you're coming down, you can roll up. It makes it easier. Okay, so do again according to your condition. You can also just bend your knees if you need to and just roll like this. So again, just rock in a way that you're able to, in the capacity that you can. No judgment, just do your best. It's the effort and the intention that are most important. If you're able to do the full expression of the pose, just try to keep the legs straight and move at a constant speed. And try not to let the body hit the ground in a hard or aggressive way, no jerky motions. Move in a way that is fluid, that's pleasant to watch, that's not agitating. Let's do one more. And then after this last one, getting ready to stand. So again, you can rock up, come all the way back into Uttanasana as you come down. Bend your knees, plant your feet, and come up gracefully. So now we're going to move to the front of the mat. Continue a bit more, warm up with Surya Namaskara. Alright, now come to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to the heart. Remember to renounce all the fruits of the practice. Do the practice because it must be done as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. So imagine you're facing the sun, and the light and the warmth of the sun radiating upon you is the light and warmth of God. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back, as you see fit. Fold down over the legs. Fold the body in half, chest on your thighs, head towards the ground. Bend your knees if you need to. Keep your hands on the ground. Then right foot back, lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Lift the head, look up, come into high plank. Lower the knees, chest and forehead down. Scoop all the way forward, slide forward between your arms, come up into cobra. Bring the head back. Then roll over your toes. Allow the head to come down and drop below the arms. Uttanasana, the hips come up high. Lift to the hands, right foot forward. If it's too much, lower the back knee down. If the foot doesn't make it all the way, use your right hand to assist the foot forward. Again, just modify, practice the way that you can in order to make the movements more accessible. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Lift up. Hands back to the heart. Reach up over the head. Engage the buttocks. Again, to support yourself to go back. Pull the body down onto your legs. Chest on your thighs, head down. Left foot back into a lunge. Into the plank. Lower knees, chest, and forehead. Come forward into the cobra. Watch the body moving all by itself. Bring your seat up and back. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Watch your body moving in your imagination with grace and ease. And then perhaps this will transpire in your movements. Reach up and back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels natural. That seems to sync up with the breath in a way that allows the breath to remain steady and even. Right foot back. The breath will figure it out and deliver ease and fluidity of movement. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come forward again into the cobra. Roll back into all-encompassing. Lift the seat up and back. Melt the hearts. Right foot steps forward to the hands. Sink through the seat. Pull the legs together, body to legs, head down. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Really tap into the consciousness of the movement. Open yourself up to divine grace. To open your heart. And fold down, closing in. Gesture of humbleness and expressing humility. Left foot back into a lunge. Into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Leg right through into the cobra. Back into downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Keep doing this divine dance of devotion. Feet together. Pull the body down onto your legs. Gesture of humility. Come up, expressing surrender. Back home to heart. Hands to the heart. Reach up over the head. Hips forward, chest high. Fold the body down onto your legs. Bend your knees. Bring your hands behind the back. Inhale, telescope the head and chest forward. Exhale, push the body against the legs and go a little bit deeper if you like. And if you can, raise the seat up. Allow the chest to slide down the thighs. If your legs are straight, glue the body and your forehead to your legs. Arms over the head. Modify as you need to. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to keep your belly with your thighs. Then release the hands, right foot back. Lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Arms up over the head. Reach the arms back. Radiate your light. Make like a shape of crescent moon. And then bring the hands back down. Swing the left leg all the way up and back if you can. Three-legged dog. Come forward into high plank. Keep your legs suspended up there. Lower down. Bring your elbows towards the body. If you need to, lower your knees down at the same time as your chest comes down. Then the toes come down together. Come up into your cobra. Roll back over your toes. Back into downward facing dog. Head again falls below the arms. If you can, raise the right leg up. And step the foot between your hands. Big step forward, shoulders come over the fingertips, the foot lands softly. Seat down, arms over the head. Reach up and back. Stretch the whole front of the body. And then bring the hands down. Step the left foot in to meet the right. Bend your knees, belly on your thighs. Join your hands and go deeper. Uttanasana. Head comes towards the feet. A gesture of abject humility. Then release the arms, sweep them up over the head. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Reach up and back again. Stretch the whole front of the body. Approach a true nature, which is formless, which is boundless, limitless in its potential. Chest on your thighs, join your hands, extend through the crown, And then pull the body down onto your legs. Uttanasana. Hands down, left foot back. Lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Arms up over the head. Telescope the body, bow the hips, reach back. And then send the hands down. Sweep the right leg all the way up and back. Three-legged dog. Come forward into high plank. Again, try to make your way down. Use your arms to support you as you come down. Or again, modify by bringing your knee down. Along with your chest. Come up into your cobra. Back into all-encompassing. Roll over your toes. Sink the heart. Left leg all the way up and back. Step the foot between the hands. Shoulders come forward over your fingertips again. Land the foot very softly, not making a sound. Reach the arms up over the head. And then bring the hand back. The hands back down. The feet come together. Chest on the thighs. Join the hands. Extend to the crown. And pull the head down. Bow deeply and humbly. Release the hands. Bring them up over the head. Reach up and back. Hands back to the heart. Good. Extend the arms over the head. Go back. From here, lift the head, chest, press into your hands. Make your way to chaturanga. You can hop or walk back or land on your belly. If you can, hover just above the ground. Roll over your toes. Swing forward and up into upward facing dog. If you can, lift your knees and your hips up off the ground. Now pulse a little bit. Try to get your shoulders back, your nose up. Make like a dog howling at the moon. No kinks in the lower back or the back of the neck. Stay along in those areas. Roll over your toes. Back into downward facing dog. Imitate the dog, stretching its back. Express the loyalty of the dog to its master. And playfulness. Dog just wants to play with its masters or whoever who are around. Embody those qualities. Now getting ready to come forward. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look between your hands. Bring your feet forward, hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs, head close to the ground. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up and back, hips forward. Arch back as you see fit. Hands back to the heart. Keep watching the body moving all by itself. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch the body move with more steadiness and grace and ease. Fold the body down onto your legs. Lift the head and chest. Again, press into your hands. Bend your elbows as you come back so you land softly. No jarring, jerky movements or transitions. Inhale up into upward facing dog. Now tuck the chin, roll all the way back. Sink the heart coming back into downward facing dog. Then start again. Tuck the tail, round the back as you come forward. And coiling to upward facing dog. Roll all the way back. Leading the upper back and then sinking the heart right down. And then once again, roll forward into upward facing dog. Round the back to the chin. And the tailbone under, and then soften downward facing dog. Form a steep curve behind your head, right up to the seat. And then lift the heels, bend the knees up to the hands. Come forward, hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs, Uttanasana. Come all the way up, arch back. Hands back to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Connect body to mind to spirit. Come back to your true nature, which is divine, which is infinite, which is present in all beings. And release. So try to merge with all the forms. Let's start off with some balanced poses. Standing on your left foot. Going to take the right foot either in tree with a foot against the inside of the leg. If you can take your lotus. Edge of the foot presses into hip crease, and knee comes down. You can hold on to the foot if you need to. If you're having trouble balancing, just keep your foot on the ground if you need to, and just turn the knee out. So just try not to have the foot on the knee joint against the knee joints as it's unstable. So whichever version you like, go ahead. Take your hands to the heart, and if you can, raise your arms up high. Anchor down through the toes. Imagine the roots of the tree. Find steadiness. Bend with the wind. Try not to be blown out, blown down by the wind. Stay strong and steady and firm. Good. Now from here, I'm going to take the knee up. And from here, see if you can cross the leg over the other one. Turn to your left so you can hook your foot around the standing leg. If you can't, just leave it there. Eagle, Garudasana. Left arm passes over top of the right. Elbows in front of the shoulders, and try to sink down a little bit more. Keep your gaze steady. Try not to lean forward too much. Keep your shoulders back, straight, vertical line from the base of the spine right up to the ground. Good. And come back from here. Why not? Take hold of the inside of the heel, make your way into dancer, ballet pose. So try to get your legs straight. So that means having your arms more below the shoulders, all good. Or you can make more like a letter Y. Y. Bring your leg up higher, close to the shoulder, lean to your left. Try to have your fingers and toes on the same line. Be magnificent like a dancer, embody the grace and the poise. Whatever happens in those poses, be unchanging in your temperament, in your judgment. Remain unjudging. Just do your best. Bring your hands to the heart. Start again in tree pose. Anchor down through your roots. Rise up tall. Remember the roots of the practice, the foundation is the ethical rules, yama and niyama. Without them, there is no yoga. So make sure you firmly establish yourself in those ethical rules above everything else, and it has to be present all throughout the practice in all stages. Now from here, Garudasana, bring the knee up as high as you can and then cross it over the other leg so that the leg crosses high on the thigh. This makes it a little bit easier to hook the foot. And then if it doesn't again hook, don't worry about it. Just have your left foot hanging off to the side, the right arm over the left, and again, sink down if you can. A little bit lower. Stimulate the root chakra. Now press into the right foot to come back out. Take hold of the heel from the inside, the thumbs behind the heel. Raise your arm and leg up again to the ability that you can. If you're having trouble straightening the leg, you can hold under the shin. It might be easier to straighten your leg. Again, lean a little bit to the right. If you're more flexible, try to get your foot higher. If you fall, just come right back up. Remain unfazed. And release, come back down. Good, now let's come to the back end of the mat. Step forward with the left foot, lower the knee down. Slide your left foot further forward so you can sink your seat right down close to the front heel. Kapiyasana. A few options with your hands. You can take it to the front knee, lift the chest up, pull the body by the hips, and sink your seat down as you bring your head back. Some like to have the hands on the seat, pull down the seat, and shake the lower back. Stretch the skin underneath the hands so there's no folds underneath in the skin underneath your hands. So you can do this version too, and stay here, allow the head to rest between your shoulder blades. At any point if you can, bring your arms up, hands in Kali Mudra, that mudra, fearlessness and fierceness. Make like a crescent moon shape, push your chest up. Allow the head to drop back if you like. Maybe you can see your index fingers, make sure they're in the same line as the rest of your arms. Maybe you'll see them go over your toes at some point. Make it a divine offering. And then coming back up, from here, move your hands to the inside, the left foot, move your left foot out to your left more, and then just roll to the right. Allow the right hip, front of the hip, and the right forearm to come down, and then move back, roll to the left. You can get your left forearm down, same way. Extend through the heart, telescope the chest forward, and see if you can sink down. You're very flexible. You might be able to get your chest down. If your chest is close, you can move your arms to the outside of the foot. Make sure the knee doesn't fall away from the shoulder. If your foot's too close to you, it might do that. So move your foot out so it's underneath the knee. Keep both sides hips even. Imagine there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. And feel the weight just coursing its way through the trunk of the body. And the heaviness might allow the body to sink down more. You have to use your imagination sometimes to try to get the effect that you want. Imagine your lizard settling itself on the warm earth. Now from here we're going to come back onto the hands. Move the left foot in a little bit. Press your way up. Bend the toes under and back foot. Legs are like a box here. Right arm up. Ankle the toe knee towards the right. And pull the arm down. The armpit sitting on the outside of the leg against the knee. Left hand pushes into right or the fist, sometimes a little bit easier. So you can push the top hand into the bottom hand and belly rises higher over your thigh. Keep pushing your center of the chest towards your thumb. Roll the left shoulder all the way back. Left hip back, head forward. If there's too much, you can stay upright. Just your hand on the back, on the outside of the knee, left hand on the seat. And then just look over your shoulder. If you know other variations, of course, go ahead. Take the bind if you like. Push the hips back. Use the left hand and guide the hand underneath the leg. Left arm goes over the back. And you hold it from underneath with your right hand. If you can, bring the knee up off the ground. Extend back through the heel, extend through the head, and exhale. Turn your chest and face right up. Keep strong through the back leg. Make sure it's not sagging or the seat's not getting sagging as well. That'll just make you feel heavy, and eventually you'll just wear on your energy. Stay strong. Now release. Come back. From here, you can jump, shift, or just change your legs around, walking the right foot forward, sink your seat down again, and take your position with your hands. So if it doesn't bother your knees, your knee comes over your toes. If you need to, you scoot your foot forward. Hands on the seat if you like. Pull the elbows towards one another. Allow the head to fall back. Try not to make any folds in the lower back or the back of the neck. Stay long. Shoulders come down. Maybe the arms come up. Kali Mudra. Wiggle shoulders back and forth. Try to get your arms behind your ears. Make it a divine offering. If you want, allow your head to fall back and a gesture of surrender. Come back. You can place your hands on your knees if you need to. Press into your knee. Engage your core to come back up. Always moving with mindfulness. Move the right foot out and fall to your left. So left forearm comes down, front of the left hip anchors down. Roll back to the right. See if the right forearm can come down. If it's, of course, that's not accessible, just stay on your hands. Keep telescoping your chest forward. Again, make sure your knee's not falling out to the side like this. Move your foot out if you need to so the knee stays close to the shoulder. And again, depending on your flexibility, you might keep on pulling your body forward until your chest lands closer and closer to the ground, maybe eventually on the ground. Fix your gaze like a lizard that doesn't blink. Make sure your knee is neither going to the inside of the foot or the outside. Again, keep it in line with your knee with your heel. And then press into your hands, make your way up. Slide your foot back. and the toes under. Left arm up, ankle and toe, knee towards right sometimes help. And then see if you can get your arm down. So the armpit sitting on the outside of the knee, your elbows in the space just underneath the knee. Right hand pushes into the left. As you press down into your hand, the belly lifts up higher over your thighs, gives more room to spin. Roll the right shoulder all the way back again, the fist and the hand is an option, or the bind. Snake your left arm underneath the leg, and then lift the back knee up if you can as well. Try not to raise the seat up too much. You have to keep it on the same line as the knee. This will help you take the bind a little bit more easily. So you practice, you learn all these tricks. Let's go deeper. Now roll all the way back, that right shoulder. Try to make it look like you're lying on your back. Break the pose. Come back with your hands on the ground on either side of the foot and bring the right foot back into plank. So move your seat back, left hand comes more to the right, spin on your feet, your right leg crosses in front of the left, the ankles, and come up into Vasisthasana. If you can stack your feet on top of one another. Try to keep your left foot flat on the ground. Hips forward. If you need to, lower your left knee down to the ground. Feel as though you're a kite being blown from behind. Open yourself up to divine grace. Change sides. Come back to plank. Right hand comes in front of the nose, and then push your seat up and back like you're doing down facing dog, but then turn to your left. The higher your hips, the more stability you'll have in the posture, eventually making it more easy to come into the more advanced variations. Make sure you're not dropping into the shoulder. Keep your arm extended fully. Back into plank position here. Then bring your seat back. Left hand comes again towards the right. One more round into Vasisthasana. If you know the variations, go ahead. You can slide your right toes back if you like. And then keep pushing with your hands and lift your hips, and so you flip your hips and chest up. If you're strong on your left hand and left foot flat on the ground, foot 45 degrees. You can maybe bring your right knee up. If you have the reach, you can take hold of the foot. Keep again your hip high, your left arm extended. Come back into plank. Gracefully go to the other side. Push the seat back and up. Right hand towards the left, and then spin towards your left. You have to turn your right foot 45-degree angle. Move the foot in a little bit so you shorten your base, and then you can get your hip higher. And then from here, your left base of the toe, big toe will come down. Make it easier to come into the pose. If you're inside the foot, the edge of the foot is up, you'll have to work a little bit harder. So make things a little bit more easier for yourself. Release, come back down into plank position. From here, lower the knees down. Sit back in child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remove all fatigue. Learn to relax instantaneously. And then roll up. Good. Take hold of your opposite elbows here over the head. Pull the heels up high and then push them back behind the head. Drop your shoulders down. Try not to sink your body right back down into your hips as your shoulders come down. Inhale, lift up. Pull the elbows up higher this way. Exhale, push the elbows back. Sink the shoulders. Keep upright through the body. Don't allow the body to just drop back down into the hips. Feel as though you're trying to get your elbows to meet. Really hold tightly. And pull the arms up over your head so you can slip them over your head and back down. Now from here, Pull your opposite elbows, place them on the ground just below the shoulders. Don't move the elbows, just move your hands forward, interlace them. And then place the top of the head forward in the space between your palms. Lift your seat, walk your feet towards your elbows. So here you can just lift up your heels and back down. If you can, walk your feet a little bit closer, try to get them close to the elbows and come back and down. So you can keep doing this just like that. Or you can raise one leg up and behind, keep your foot close to your seat, feel as though it's like a fruit hanging off a tree. And again, pulse up and down. And keep, eventually, your hips will come over your shoulders. Allow the left foot to hang back heavily behind you, and then see if you can flick your toes up off the ground. Just bend your toes back, and then you're already in inversion at the start of headstand. As you get more comfortable, you keep pushing back through that left foot. Don't jump, always with control. You can keep your right thigh against the body. Keep the foot again close to the ground, but let's do according to condition. Those of you who are comfortable can have your legs straight up. Shirshasana, king of poses, or Padma Shirshasana, putting your legs into lotus if you have it. A full lotus, not a half one. So if you can't get the full lotus, just keep your legs straight or split. Now bring your attention to the space between the eyebrows. Remain absolutely still. Just keep watching the body there while standing suspended there all by itself. And just keep imagining the witness watching everything through the eyes of God, the Supreme Witness, who sees everything with unconditional love and non-judgment. Those who have the feet on the ground, doing that sort of like downward facing dog one, just you can stay still, hips high. Then from here, break the pose. Come down gently. Press into the forearms as you make your way down. Engage your core muscles so that you don't land heavily or loudly. And then come back into child's pose. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. And then roll your way up. Find your way onto your back. Scooch forward so that you have enough mat behind you. We go into plow pose. So sit at the front of the mat and then just roll back. Push into your arms, send your feet over your head, behind your head. And see if you can bring your hands together. Join your hands behind your back. This helps to move your arms further back to give you more support. Walk your feet further back and then bend your arms. Take your hands to the back, fingers facing up. Now you can keep your feet, you can lift your feet a little bit. You can keep your knees close to your shoulders, or you can extend straight up. Push your feet up towards the sky for shoulder stand. The queen of the poses, all the same benefits as headstand. The added one of stimulating the thyroid and the parathyroid gland. If again you have a lotus, you may go ahead. Use your hands to help if you need to. If you're right on top of your shoulders, you can try to take your hands to your thighs again as well. Tilt your hips forward. Try to get your knees higher than your hips if you're doing a lotus. You have to move your chest right against your chin. Come right on top of your shoulders. You can do this with your legs straight as well. And then, again, take your attention to space between the eyebrows. Watch the bodies in the pose, remaining still. Continue to be the observer. If this is too much at any point, you can just come into bridge pose. So you can just stay with your feet on the ground
and your hands supporting your seat if you like. It's always an option. Now from here, Pindasana, if you have a lotus, you can just bring your thighs against the body, or you can come into Plow Pose. If your legs are straight, bring your feet to the ground behind your head again. If you need to, if your feet don't touch the ground, you can bring your hands to your back or keep your hands on the back. If you push a little bit more into your back, you might be able to get your hips over your shoulders. This will allow the feet to come down further. You can also have the option of bringing your thighs against your body, your belly, knees just on the shoulders. Press into the sides of the head, withdraw from your senses. Be undistracted by any of the inputs coming in by the ears and the eyes by closing them off entirely. Now those of you who can land in bridge, you can. You can bring your hands onto your back. Keep one leg back over your head, behind your head. Come down 1 foot at a time. Otherwise, just roll down. Just keep your legs close to the body and bring your feet back down to the ground. Good. If you landed in bridge, you can just take your hands underneath your seat and land your seat on your wrists. And then from here, you can extend your legs out. Otherwise, just move your hands underneath your seat. Bend your knees up. You can come into bridge, do this if you like. Just as I showed, it's a little bit easier to get into it. Then push into the forearms, lift the chest, and bring the top of that down. Now, if you like, you can raise your legs to about 45 degrees. Keep your chest high, the top of the head on the ground, and bust your good breath. Lower the legs down and relax. Head back on the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Okay, so from here we have an option. Come back into bridge pose. Plant your hands down. Lift your hips up. Tuck your shoulders underneath. And then see if you can interlace your fingers underneath your seat. Try to push your chest up right against the chin so the chest looks like a wall. And then your knees will come back a little bit more so that your backs of your knees are in line with your heels. If you have your knees over your toes, your hips are probably sinking down. You want to have your hips really nice and high. So you form a nice curve in your back from the top of the shoulders all the way to the back of the knees. Now you can stay here, of course, or bring your fingertips on either side of the head, the palms facing closer to the feet, the fingers facing away, and then slide your head back a little bit more behind your hands. Then flip your hands around so your fingers are facing towards the toes, turned outwards. From here, you can stay here, or take a half breath in and lift your head up, or Uttanasana. You can lift your heels as well. Stretch the body. Push your chest forward, rock back and forth if you like. Good. Walk your feet and your hands closer if you have the flexibility. Now, you can do this from bridge or from Uttanasana if you're feeling strong. Bring your left knee up. Extend the legs straight up to the sky. Charge that left leg. Then come back, switch sides. Right leg comes up, knee comes into the chest first, and then extend the leg up. Tuck your chin in, you might be able to see your toes in your line of vision. And back down. So if you like, you can try to come off your left hand now. Push into your right hand. You can do this from bridge as well. Take your left hand to your thigh or to the shin, whatever is more comfortable for you. Keep pressing your hips up. Change hands. Left hand comes down. Right arm comes onto your thigh, the top of your thigh or outside of the shin if you like. All options, just do according to your condition. Bring your right hand back down and come down. Lie on your back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Allow all fatigue to drain out of the body. Good. Now bring the knees up to the shoulders. Separate your knees and press down on the shins with your hands. Just press down the sacrum. Then from here, bring your legs, your knees together. Slide your hands behind your legs. Your elbows are at your knees. Your forearms against your calves. And see if you can bring your feet closer to the head without lifting your seat. Keep rolling the thighs down and keep your seat grounded. Now slide your hands to the outside of the feet. Separate your feet again. Happy baby pose. Bring your knees on either side of the body. And then just rock from side to side if you like. Now from here, slide your hands inside the heels. And then see if you can open up your legs, fully extend your legs. It's like upside down Uttanasana. Try to get your toes to the ground about the same line as your shoulders. Keep pressing the seat down. Now from here, bring the legs back to the center. Arms out, extending out of the body like a T shape. And then from here, shift your hips over to your left a little bit. Keep your legs straight if you like, or bend your knees and bring your feet all the way to the right. So if your legs are staying straight, your feet are close to the wrists, and just use your left hand, thumb, roll the left hip down so that you're not crunching up the left side of the body. No folds in the waist area on the left side of the body. A little bit easier to do this maybe if your knees are bent. So again, according to your condition, make sure the back of the shoulder doesn't come up off the mat. Keep your shoulders down. Bring the legs up to the middle again. Shift your hips a little bit, scooch it a few inches to the right, and bring your feet over to the left. Again, keep your legs straight if you like. Use your thumb to roll the right thigh down, right hip down. So again, you don't jam up at the waist. Or bend your knees. Feel it lengthening through the lower back area. Curl the tail under. Make sure the front of the shoulders doesn't pop up. Then release, come back to the center, extend the legs, bring your arms a little bit closer, about halfway, palms facing up. Now breathe in deeply, exhale, relax everything. Just feel as though you're fainting, letting go of all the tension, all the effort. Just succumb to complete relaxation. Make yourself receptive to receiving all the benefits of the practice now. is no need to attach to the results, to worry about the results, to have expectations for the postures. They will come regardless. Focus on the intention of offering up the practice, making it your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Just try to see all the glorious and beautiful ways that God manifests in all the forms. Through that practice, we cultivate a deeper compassion for all beings. We start to see the similarities when we see God in all forms. We see all forms as divine and sacred. It then becomes absolutely unthinkable to bring harm and pain to them. Go of all physical, mental, and emotional barriers that stand in the way of receiving more, the best of the best, everything you need. Draw it into you and keep thinking that everything you have is for all beings. Prepare now to come back from Shavasana with the intent of carrying out that mission of continuing to spread love. Keep seeing God in your day-to-day lives and all your daily interactions with all beings everywhere. Even the animals, seeing no one as lower or higher. All one. Come back to seated position. Sit up tall and supreme. We'll close with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Instill the peace within, send it out to all beings everywhere. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Be receptive to the grace of God. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining.